Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Brian. C.J. McCollum is looking to evolve his game. He said, quote, I can get out of bed and get 20. Now I need to score efficiently, make my teammates better, and impact the game in every facet. You get older, the maturity level shifts, and you understand what needs to be done.
Well, looking to show how he can impact winning, Allie. Thanks for that. A look at the Pelicans starting group. We've got Josh Richardson, Jonas Valanciunas out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's Herb Jones, and it's McCollum at the point guard position. And for Boston, Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. Horford and Williams together in the front court. And it's Smart in at the point guard position.
Yeah, bottom line for this Pelican squad, they need to get better on the defensive end. They may have to get more 3-and-D type of guys on this roster.
Tip-off goes to New Orleans. Now McCollum. Outside Jones. Pass to Valanciunas. Ingram with the ball. Horford covering. The shot by Ingram, no good. All right, so about the Pelicans. What has been holding them back?
Well, B.A., it's definitely not the offense, especially with the healthy Zion. If they can find a way to have greater consistency on the defensive end, then they can take a big step as a franchise. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Jones. Back to McCollum. Brown against Richardson. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Smart passes to Williams, and here's Brown. Tatum from long range. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Tatum's got 6.
He's really become a better all-around player. Brown's passing continues to evolve. Nice find.
Jones, the pass to Ingram. Knocked loose. Horford with a steal. Tatum against Jones. They grab their own miss.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
He had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Here's McCollum. The Celtics making their last shot. Pass to Ingram. Outside Richardson. Valanciunas down low. Working on Williams. Valanciunas can't get it to go.
Right idea, but just too much heat on him defensively, even with the fadeaway.
Tatum, shot is good.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, he's clearly not satisfied with the lead they have. Took it to the rack, it would not be denied.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And guys, talk about silencing the critics. Tatum made first-team All-NBA last year and led the Celtics to their first finals appearance in over a decade.
Now here's McCollum. Inside, here's Jones. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Such an effective playmaker. You gotta be impressed with CJ's ability to hit open teammates.
Here's Tatum. Got it. 10 points for him. You know, probably the biggest shift for Tatum, his advancement at the defensive end, Greg.
Oh, no question, B.A. And that's imperative at the small forward position. Think about it. You have guys like LeBron, Kawhi, KD. Now Jason Tatum is in that elite two-way group as well. And you have to put Jimmy Butler in there as well. What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Right now is their passing game, and it's been on point, doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one. Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
With the skills of a guard, Tatum has the size of a power forward. It makes him so tough to stop inside.
Here's Valanciunas. It's stolen by Smart. There's Tatum with the three. Second chance effort. Another one falls for Boston.
Going into his role as a franchise player, Tatum with a huge game. It's been so much fun watching him tonight.
Jones from outside. And again, New Orleans, no good. Here are the Celtics with the ball. Huge run right now for him, going 19-2.
The speed of Tatum's drive makes it so tough to defend. You just don't get a chance to stop him.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
New Orleans calls timeout.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Muscala, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Horford. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Brown. And it's White in for Smart. Here's Alvarado. And again, New Orleans, no good. Here's Tatum. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Here's Daniels. Second chance shot. Here's Nance. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. He's still feeling it. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Pass to Daniels. Can they get it? The shot misses. Now the Celtics take it the other way. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Count it. Tatum's got 25 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Alvarado. Good work there as it goes.
He's got a knack for finishing inside. That's easy money.
Boston has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's Tatum. And it's Boston scoring again.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Here's Alvarado. 11 seconds left in the first quarter here. Pass to Murphy. And a nice finish on the layup.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Tatum. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
What I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And so it's Boston up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Headed to the floor right now, it's Celtics.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
But simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Well, yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
Horford and Williams together in the front court. Smart and Brown, a great defensive backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Now here's Ingram. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
But one thing you know you'll always get with Valanciunas, he's going to rebound. Offense, defense, no matter what, he's attacking the glass.
And with his size and reach, Valanciunas is a monster on the boards, Grant.
That is true. I mean, impossible to move in the paint. He gets a wide base and just vacuums missed shots. And his great touch allows him to rack up second chance points as well.
And the Celtics making a change here. Tatum's checked in. And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
Yeah, talent is one thing, but it's about the want to. Up big, but not settling. Continue to press the attack.
The shot's good.
Well, Tatum knows he doesn't always need to get inside. He has that touch to make the mid-range jumper.
Outside Richardson. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Back to McCollum. 6 to shoot. Down low. The fader. Tatum with the block.
Tatum makes it easy for his teammates with his defense. He's always a threat to block shots, and he can cover any part of the floor.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you very much, Brian. Well, Jaylen Brown has been vocal when it comes to social justice. He said, quote, people need to step up and use their platform. Keep conversations alive and show people that you care. Where your influence is biggest, try to leverage it. Brian, he knows his stuff.
Stand up. Allie, thanks. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. After the basket by Boston, McCollum. Perfection with the jumper from the elbow. McCollum's got his first bucket in this one.
Look at CJ picking the defense apart, using the pick and roll to create openings.
Smart passes to Tatum. Fires for 3. Drills it from deep. Tatum's got 9 points in the quarter.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
McCollum, the pass to Richardson. Outside Jones. Back to Richardson. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Against physical defense, Richardson using his length and athleticism to counter.
Here's Tatum. There's the drive. And finished by Tatum. Wow.
We don't always get to see this from Tatum, adding the sizzle to the steak.
And the replay of that slashing drive to the hoop, courtesy of Mobile One.
And he's been incredible this game. And plays like that one show you how locked in he is.
And here's McCollum. Over Smart. Rebound Boston. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. Well, Grant, you look at the Celtics and their defense. Not a surprise. It's at the heart of this team.
No question. I mean, you have 3+ defenders on the perimeter. Their big men can switch on the guards and protect the rim, too. Top to bottom, they can match up well with any team.
Here's Richardson following the bucket by the Celtics. There's McCollum with the 3. Hauled in by Brown. Boston's gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Back to Williams. Pass to Tatum. From deep. And the Celtics have another 3.
There's no lack of confidence in Tatum when it comes to his three-point shot. He's looking to do damage from long range on every possession.
Now here's McCollum. Outside Richardson. Back to Jones. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game. Richards checked in for Williams.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
It's stolen by Tatum. Puts it up from 15. Another one falls for Boston.
Every year, Tatum seems to improve as a scorer, taking on the responsibility of shouldering the offense sometimes, too.
Here's Daniels. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Marshall. Here's Daniels. Clock at 6. Here's Alvarado. Oh, he can't stop the run as that misses. Here's Tatum. And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
Nice play. Tatum consistent with that jump shot, especially off the catch.
Here's Daniels, defended by Smart. Pass to Murphy. Here's Alvarado. Takes the 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. The Celtics making a switch here. Griffin's checked in.
To the lineup for the Celtics, Blake Griffin.
Now off the inbound. And it's Alvarado missing.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
Now here's Nance. Pass to Alvarado. Let's go with a three. Griffin pulls down the board.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Smart passes to Horford. Shoots over Nance. And there's Horford on the assist from Smart.
Well, Horford isn't afraid to go old school and drop a shot there from mid-range.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And here's Brown for three. And again, Boston with the triple.
And we have seen Brown take more and more threes recently, becoming very confident in this shot.
And so it's the Boston Celtics, and they're up an insane amount going into the break. A big difference in shooting. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. It was all Jason Tatum in the first quarter. He had a scoring performance for the ages, putting up an enormous amount of points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. And taking a look at the Celtics, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Their effort on the glass, absolutely key to setting the tone. They wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they wanted to dominate on both ends. A really terrific performance thus far.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
They really need to focus on finding quality shots. If they can't create for themselves in the second half, things will only get worse. And I'm talking about the high percentage looks.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us.
All right, fans, give it up.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
So for New Orleans right now, we've got Herb Jones, Brandon Ingram out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Josh Richardson, and it's McCollum at the 1. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
The 3-ball hits yet again. Wow! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
B.A., it feels like he can't miss.
Outside Jones. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Richardson. And the Pelicans miss again.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
Oh, nice shot by Brown.
Brown taking on all challengers. This kind of fearless approach is what his teammates and coaches love seeing.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
And you know, B.A., even with the game well in control, he's going right at the rim. I love it.
Williams is checked in for Boston. White comes in for Smart.
Derek White.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. White finds Tatum. Over McCollum. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Tatum's got 56 in the game.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score. And B.A., when you think of C.J. McCollum, not only a superb scorer, but an intelligent and clever passer, too.
Out of bounds. It'll be Pelicans ball.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Some changes for Boston. Muscala, he's checked in for Williams. Hauser comes in for Tatum. And Malcolm Brogdon is subbed in for Jaylen Brown. And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
And Smitty McCollum has continued to add to his game over the years.
And what I like about it, we've seen the playmaking improve because he's one of the best combo guards we have in this game. An unpredictable player who just torches the defense.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
And C.J. McCollum getting more on-ball action after his move away from Portland, Greg.
And McCollum has showed that's where he's best. Great at breaking down defenders and setting up others. He looks very natural as the primary playmaker.
And it's Brogdon missing. The Pelicans have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Some room here for Jones. And again, New Orleans, no good. The Celtics have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. To the wing on the left. Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. Sends it home from three-point land. Brogdon's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Outside Richardson. Pass to Valanciunas. No dice from 9 feet. Boston's gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Here's Brogdon. And that one good. Brogdon's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
And here are the Pelicans now. McCollum with it. Guarded now by Williams. They get the rebound. They shoot again. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And they'll keep possession. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Brogdon. And it's Boston scoring again.
And when the mid-range is open, Brogdon won't hesitate. He'll happily take those points off you.
Here's Jones. It's hauled in by White. Boston's gotten 7 of 8 three-pointers to go in this game. Here's Hauser. The three-pointer off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Jones drives in, and it's rejected.
Quick off the floor, White tracks that shot and sends it back airmail.
And after spending his first 3 seasons with the Bucks, Malcolm Brogdon was part of a sign and trade. Just a great move for his career.
And after that 2018 sign and trade, Malcolm Brogdon got an expanded role, Grant.
He really did. I mean, Brogdon becoming more of a ball handler, a chance to shine offensively. His numbers as a result have exploded since that deal.
And it's a completely new group for the Pelicans. Snatched up. Tries yet again. Nance can't get it to go.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
There's Tatum with the 3. Fires in the triple. Tatum's got 10 points in the quarter.
He is single-handedly carrying this team right now thanks to his terrific scoring performance so far in this game.
Here's Marshall. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Out of bounds, it'll be Celtics ball.
Boston ball.
.114 left in the third. Shoots. Another bucket. Wow.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Pass to Alvarado. Right wing. Here's Daniels. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Boston's gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Smart right side. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Smart has got 8 points.
Look at how Tatum surveys the whole floor. That's how he spots the wide open man.
It's stolen by Smart. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Nance in the post. He's against Horford.
Oh, man, the defender really went after him.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And he drops him first.
Shooting for New Orleans, Larry Nance Jr.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Smart. He's got 10. Pass to Brogdon. Now here's Tatum. Here's the three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Horford for three. And that's not going to go. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Boston Celtics. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. We'll be right back after this word. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Jason Tatum out there with Mike Muscala. Then it's Derek White. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. To the paint. Nance against Muscala. Outside Tatum. Pass to White. Outside Tatum. Lets it go. And he connects with a jumper. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands, causing a lot of steals.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
Daniels uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
Here's Tatum. And it's Boston scoring again.
He's their go-to. They keep calling his number, and he delivers.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Pass to Murphy. Here's Alvarado. Here's Daniels. He shoots. The rebound by Muscala. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. There's Tatum with the 3. And good! There's another! 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Pass to Alvarado. Here's Murphy. Here's Daniels. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pritchard gets it to go. Pritchard's got his first basket.
Beautiful find by Derek White. When you start your career with Coach Popovich, you either make the next pass or you don't get minutes.
And we just had to take one more look at that great drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day. Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Tatum. It's good.
The more strength Tatum puts on, the more effective he becomes, especially finishing through contact.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Looking to win the run. Nance can't get it to go.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And the basket is good.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum.
Personal foul.
That'll be a second foul of the game. Williams is checked in for Boston.
Substitution on the court.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Daniels, that one's true.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Here's White. And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
The defense was certainly a little late in reacting to the step back.
Pass to Temple. Out to the right wing. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. And that one's good.
Excellent mechanics on Derek's shot. He looks good, letting it fly at any range.
Pass to Temple. Here's Daniels. Offensive board. And finished off by Hayes.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And Boston calls time here.
And you have to think that one advantage the Celtics team has is a deep roster. Lots of quality guys they can assemble different ways. They're pretty adaptable.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, C.J. McCollum.
And I just love to see a player who plays with an aggressive mindset. I mean, he had the energy and the intensity all game. He didn't waste any time when he had his chances out there by attacking the rim.
You know, versatile bench really is a gift for the Celtics in tough situations.
And even a great starting five isn't perfect against every opponent. It's important to have flexibility, and that's something that Boston definitely has.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play. They'll pin that one on Marcus Smart.
Shooting for New Orleans, Jose Alvarado. One shot.
The Pelicans were pretty impressive last season, managing to successfully battle their way into the playoffs through a tough play-in tournament.
Here's Tatum. Good. He hits again. Oh, and there's 80 points.
Oh, wow. Just wow. This guy is on another level.
Marshall, he's checked in for Alvarado. And that one falls for Tatum. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth. Pass to Temple. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And they'll get another chance. They get it again. Hayes. And finally, they hit one.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Celtics.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And what a huge performance it was for Jason Tatum.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
An ascending superstar, Tatum has really honed in on what he does best on the offensive end.
And that one falls for Tatum.
At the line for the Celtics, Jason Tatum. At the line for two shots.
And so Tatum nails both of them. Here's Daniels. Oh, they get a hand on it. Tatum with a steal. Shot from the low post is good.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. The Pelicans making a switch here. Murphy's checked in.
Murphy.
35 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
And Tatum, here we go. And finished off by Tatum.
An impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Here's Hayes. To the right side. Here's the teardrop. Ooh, rejected by Horford. Outside Tatum. Three-pointer. Nails it.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points in chunks.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. showing that they're the far superior team. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Grant Hill.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, thank you very much. Now, the NBA has accepted that this is an era of player movement. Commissioner Adam Silver says the data shows that superstars moving isn't necessarily a bad thing because it allows situations to change. Teams that may not be in a competitive position hope that they can sign one of those players.
It always does. It keeps the fans involved and looking for more. David, thanks. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The guard set will be Halliburton and Duarte. Neesmith is out there with Hield, and it's Turner in at the center position. And for Boston, up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Now here's Tatum. Good on the leaner. Now, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Well, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
And Greg, up and down this Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent. And the Pacers have been one of those teams that they're allergic to rebuilding, but there's clearly a youth movement in Indy, and with young talents like Tyrese Halliburton and Ben Mathurin, they already boast some nice building blocks.
A nice shot by Neesmith.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Halliburton passes to Hield. And there's the pass to Duarte. Off target from three-point range.
Not a shot he should have taken in the face of such tough defense. He needed to get a better look.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Tatum takes some contact but pushes through to get his shot. That's good aggressiveness there.
Pass to Duarte. Indiana moving it around. Here's Halliburton. Williams with the block. They retain possession. For Boston, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. It's good.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Hield over Tatum. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. Big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Now, here is Halliburton. Inside. Neesmith, the pass to Halliburton. Just 5 on the clock. Lays it up and banks it in.
Great speed displayed that time by Tyrese Halliburton. Went right to the rack when he saw the gap in the defense.
Smart kicks to Tatum. The 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with tons blazing.
Here's Duarte. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Most NBA first-round picks are one-and-done guys. But Chris Duarte took a different pass in his career in junior college.
And Greg, when Chris Duarte got drafted in 2021, he was 24 years old.
Okay, how about that, Kevin? The oldest first-round pick in almost 20 years. Duarte showed maturity during his first year. Great defense. Not someone you have to spend a ton of time developing.
And the basket by Tatum.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Mathurin. Passes it to Duarte.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And misses it off the right side of the rim. Tatum, that's for 2. Brissett grabs the miss.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And good that time.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Outside Tatum from deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Here's Duarte. Pulls it from the elbow. Here's Nora. And Boston with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Jason Tatum has so many different ways he can score, showing us a little solo spurt ability right there.
Here's McConnell. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Duarte passes to Nora. No good with the elbow jumper. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 16-point game. From past the arc, it's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Mathurin. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Here's McConnell. Here's Brissett. Indiana again missing. Williams kicks to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum making a lot of noise with these points now. He's an impact player. Make no doubt about it. Capable of turning the game all alone.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Boston on top, opening up a huge game. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
Headed to the floor right now, it's Celtics.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Hield is out there with Neesmith. And there's Miles Turner. And there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the 2 spot. This state of Indiana, Clark, they are crazy about the game of basketball, aren't they?
Yeah, hoops is part of the DNA of the Hoosier State. Drawing huge fans for high school games, college games. They love the college hoopsters, and at the pro level, the Pacers and Fever both have loyal and strong followings.
Here's Turner. And it's White with the rebound.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot.
Clark, with the dramatic rise in three-point shooting, do you think the league will ever experiment with a four-point shot?
I don't think so, Kevin. That's a bit gimmicky for me, but I'm somewhat old school and traditional. I think you could maybe test it out somewhere, maybe in the All-Star game or the G League. The league hasn't been shy about trying new things and seeing what works and what doesn't. Halliburton, all about getting his teammates open looks, does such a great job with his unselfishness making the pass.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserves another look.
And while you can't get it all back in one possession, just stay after it, keep attacking, and see what happens.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Owen. David?
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. And Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. Boston's gotten on a roll from three-point land. They've been flawless. 6 for 6 tonight. Sinks that one from the post. 25 points for Jason Tatum.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Floats one. He takes it up and lays it in.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Celtics have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Tatum deciding where to go with it from 17 feet out. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
You know, right there, you see some of the old school mid-range game that Tatum has in his bag. A big part of 2 Sacramento blockbuster trades. Buddy Hield went from New Orleans to Sacramento in the DeMarcus Cousins trade.
The shot misses. The Celtics go the other way with it. They swipe it. Now the Pacers moving it up. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. And a change for the Pacers. Hill, he's checked in for Halliburton. Hield. Williams with the block. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Brown's got the ball. And so Boston again turning it over.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Nembhard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Nesmith. Here's Nembhard. The pass to Hield. Over Tatum. Hield can't hit. And Clark for Hield, 6 years later, he was part of the Kings-Pacers mega trade.
Yeah, Kevin, that one sent Domantas Sabonis to Sacramento. Hield showed his value as a player night in and night out in Sacramento, and that created the trade value that allowed him to be moved for good players. He's actually one of the best shooters you can find in the league, in my opinion.
Here's Turner. Williams with the block. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Nembhard, the pass to Nesmith. Off target with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 31. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Celtics?
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
The Pacers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Hauser's checked in, and Brogdon subbed in for Brown. Nice shot by Smart.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
McConnell passes to Mathurin. Good work defensively by Smart.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And for people who would like to see Smart take fewer threes, that mid-range J is a welcome sight.
McConnell passes to Nwora. 54 seconds left in the second quarter. Excellent D there from Williams. Boston's gotten on a roll from three-point land. They've been flawless. 6 for 6 tonight. Celtics passing it around. Horford finds Brogdon. Outside, Smart from the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
And of course, this is Smart's biggest hurdle. Sometimes he looks great shooting the three. Sometimes, though, it's just the opposite.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. To end the run, he blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. The Pacers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
O'Shea Brissett, 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. And it's Smart with the ball for the Celtics. And that would have counted, but his shot was... Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following him.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. There was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He ended up with 31 points, 2 assists, and 6 rebounds. And last game, he could never really get going. Maybe that lit a fire under him tonight. And taking a look at the Celtics, Kenny, what did you see out there?
The work they put in on the glass has been a difference maker. Truly an all-hands-on-deck attack. Give them credit for being the more aggressive team. Rebounding is one of the stats that sometimes gets overlooked, but not tonight.
How about you, Shaq? And that'll about do it as we get ready for...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. Then there's Horford. And it's Pritchard in at the 1 spot. That's the Boston 5. A nice shot by Tatum.
Boy, Brown, not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
Now, here's Nesmith. Guarded by Tatum. 4 on the shot clock. Down low. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And even down big, the effort and energy is still there to try and make a comeback.
And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
Left side, Brown. Outside, Tatum. Takes the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
You know, a focal point for Tatum early on, increase the consistency from deep. And he's done that with a lot of lab work.
Pass to Turner. 2 minutes into the second half of play now, and stolen by Horford. The kick out to Tatum. Puts up a three. Hits the three-point bomb. Tatum's got 42 in the game.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Pass to Duarte to halt the run, and the Pacers can't get it to go.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
To the middle. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Assist
6 points for Aaron Nesmith.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Lets it go from 14. Nesmith can't get it to go. Boston's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. That one falls. Tatum's got 47 points.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And it's Halliburton missing. For Boston, they've gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Count that one.
Tatum's got a lot of options he can go to on his finishes inside. This guy is a smooth operator close to the hoop.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Some changes for Boston. Mike Muscala is checked in for Luke Cornett. Williams comes in for Al Horford. And it's White in for Pritchard. Brissett. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. For Boston, they've gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on. And here's Tatum for 3. Drops in the tray. Tatum's got 52 points.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Free throw line jump shot. Good. He hits the jump shot.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Hit his leg. And it's whistled a kick. The Celtics making a switch here. Ogden's checked in. 1:36 left in the third. That one drops for him. Tatum's got 54 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Pass to McConnell. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
We've got 1:18 left in the third. Here's Mathurin. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him. Major dominance in it. Comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
The pass to Nembhard. Here's Mathurin. From downtown. And Boston with the rebound. Here's Tatum. He can't hit that time. Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Mathurin. White covering. And it's Mathurin missing. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Nembhard's shot is good.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
That will count. And good. He hits it again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. What an amazing quarter. There was absolute. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the 4th quarter. They've got Smith. And it's Nora in at the 3. And then Smith with the dunk.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And it's slammed in by Smith.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Brogdon and the rejection by Smith. Pass to Duarte. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Hill. It's good. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
You know something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right. The defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Well, I don't think anybody wanted to be the guy at the end of the wrong side on that poster.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Celtics Entertainment.
Smart's checked in for Boston. Jason Tatum comes in for Malcolm Brogdon.
Entertainment.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's Norrell, guarded by Smart. Here's Duarte. And the shot is long.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And again, that's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
And that one falls for Smart. Jackson, he's checked in for Indiana. Buddy Hield comes in for Duarte. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Pacers. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Hill's experience on display there, doing a nice job handling the physical contact and drawing the foul.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. Horford comes in for Grant Williams. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Pritchard. Here's Tatum. And got it! Another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Hill passes to Nora. Smith trying to break loose. Nora can't get it to go.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Another one goes. Incredible.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Hill passes to Smith. That one doesn't drop. And here's Boston. They're on a 14-6 run. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got his 4th assist in this one.
Hey, guys, that's just outstanding confidence from Brown. I mean, getting up with the shot right away and giving the defense no time to react, that's impressive.
Here's Smith. Indiana again missing.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night, a hand in your face on every jumper.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Back to Hield. A 3-ball. Rebound, Boston. Tatum's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And slam dunk by Smart.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. When he's making passes like that, too, watch out.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
They get a hand on it. Smith dishes to Hill. Clock at 6. Mora can't get it to go.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Pacers shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Hill.
And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding for Boston.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jason Tatum.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Griffin comes in for Al Horford. And it's Pritchard in for Smart. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Indiana. Jackson passes to Noro. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Their offense, stone cold. Another miss there. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Yep, that one goes.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Tatum with it. For 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And so is Boston easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports.
To take